Good morning students. Today I am going to take science class. I hope you all know about the branches of science, that is physics, chemistry and biology. Today I am going to take biology. Biology that deals with the living organism, that is plants and animals. We all know plants. How plants are produced? Plants are produced by the seeds. Here in this plant there are many parts are there. Root, stem, leaves, flowers, fruits and seed. Among these parts, root, stem and leaf are the vegetative part of the plant. And flowers, fruit and seeds are the reproductive part of the plant. Okay, now we will go to the lesson Reproduction and Modification in Plants, which is in Unit 5. First, reproduction. Reproduction. What is reproduction? The process by which plants and animals produce young ones and increase their number is known as reproduction. Next, types of reproduction. There are two types of reproduction, sexual reproduction and asexual reproduction. The process by which plants produce from the seed is the sexual reproduction. Reproduction without seed is the asexual reproduction. Now we will learn more about the sexual reproduction. Seeds are produced from the flower by the process of pollination and fertilization. To understand how seeds are formed in a flower, first we need to understand the parts of a flower. Next part will be the parts of a flower. Flowers are the beautiful part of the plant. They are important in making seeds. Let us take hibiscus flower to study the parts of a flower. We can see a green color leaf-like structure present as an outermost layer is called a sepal. This sepal protects the flower when it is in bud stage. This outermost ring of sepal is known as calyx. Next, petals. Petals are the largest part of the flower. They are attractive and brightly colored, which attract insects for pollination. This ring of petals is called a corolla. Next, the third part of the flower is the androecium. It is the male part of the flower. Each stamen consists of filament and anther. If you touch these lobes in a flower, we can get a powdery substance called a pollen grain. Next will be the gynoecium. Gynoecium is the fourth whorl of the flower. It is the female part of the flower. You will find this part, the basal swollen part is called the ovary. This ovary contains ovule. After fertilization, the ovary becomes fruit and the ovule becomes seed. There is a slender tube-like structure called a style. The topmost sticky tip of the style is a stigma. Pollen grains are received by stigma. These are the parts of the flower. First one is the outermost layer is the calyx. Second part is the petals, that is corolla, androecium and gynoecium. Next, types of flowers. Now we shall learn some important terms to understand flowers and their role in reproduction. If all the four parts, that is calyx, corolla, androecium and gynoecium are present, then it is a complete flower. Flowers are of two types, unisexual and bisexual. All the four whorls are present, it is a complete flower. If any one of these parts is missing, then it is called a unisexual flower or incomplete flowers. Incomplete flowers are of two types, that is a male flower and a female flower. The one with androecium without gynoecium is the male flower, and the one with gynoecium without androecium is called a female flower. Now these are the types of unisexual flower. Now let us recall what we have studied. First, reproduction. Definition for reproduction and the process of by which plants and animals produce young ones to increase their number is known as reproduction. Next, types of reproduction, that is sexual and asexual. Third one is the parts of a flower. The parts of a flower, there are four parts are there: calyx, corolla, androecium and gynoecium. Here this is the calyx, outermost part. Second part is the corolla. Third part is the androecium. Fourth part is the gynoecium. Next, types of flowers. There are two types of flower: unisexual flower and bisexual flower. Bisexual flower is a complete flower. Unisexual flower is a incomplete flower. This incomplete flower divided into two categories: male flower and female flower. Presence of androecium is the male flower. Presence of gynoecium is the female flower. Okay. Now today's homework is draw and label the parts of flower.